this week we saw in football, in sports, with the Buffalo Bills, the safety DeMar Hamlin. For people who didn't see it, I'm pretty sure at this point everybody, the whole world has seen it. The Cincinnati Bengals played the Buffalo Bills on Monday Night Football, and was it D. Higgins?
T. Higgins.
T. Higgins, I'm sorry. Lowered his shoulder right into Hamlin's chest. He got up, collapsed. They performed CPR on him. They said basically he died on the field. And then they
brought him back.
They had to bring him back. I've never seen this before. They canceled the whole rest of the game. Like,
never seen
boom, done.
Right.
And he was fighting for his life for a couple of days. Now that we're here Sunday, he's breathing without a breathing tube. He's talking. He's interacting. He's tweeting. So that's such a blessing to see. But in that moment, the emotions of seeing a player basically losing his life or close to losing his life from playing a football game, something that you don't really think about.
Right.
People ask, about injuries or whatnot, but when you play, you don't think about getting it. You don't even think about getting an ankle sprain. It just happens, and then you got to deal with it. But to see a man land virtually lifeless on the field was something that I think we all was in the group message like, man, I ain't never seen nothing like this. You could just tell the tone and the mood. Seeing Rex Ryan crying on national TV and seeing the different Shannon Sharps and the different players that played the game, us, being people who played the game, we've never seen anything like that in our 30-something plus years, man. No. So our thoughts and prayers are with him and his family, his teammates. He is doing better, still in critical condition, but it is good to see that he is doing better. But just y'all thoughts, where y'all was once y'all saw, everything that was going on the field.
I was in New York. We all had migrated to like one hotel. We all in there just, drinking and just having a good time. Turned on TV because, wasn't nothing else on. And I turned on the TV after he had left the field. So, but the length of it, I was like, this is weird. Because, we grew up playing football. Like, all right, once they get off the field.
Game proceeds to go.
So after,
and drag you off.
Yeah, after about 5-10 minutes of that, like me and my brother, I was like, oh no, this different. Like it got to be something. And then I immediately said like, oh, somebody. And then I hit the group because that's always y'all in real time. I hit the group and I'm just looking. I'm like, oh no, like something might have really happened. Like somebody might. I just say I thought like somebody might died on the field. I don't know.
Yeah.
And that was my, And then a while after it came out that he was taken to the hospital. And all of that. But, yeah, it was just eerie. It was just, you never seen that before. And they kept cutting back to the halftime show people, I'm like, oh, no, this is something that's really, really serious. But that was my thing of it.
Yeah, seeing it real time and seeing it unfold, it was just some freakish accident type shit. Like it was just a normal tackle. Like, it wasn't like no malicious hit or head thing or nothing. Bro, just literally made a tackle. So happened it was with the shoulder. I guess the shoulder hit his chest a certain way, and bro got up.
Yeah,
and fell right back down.
Yeah,
I still hadn't seen it. My first time seeing it because
I still haven't seen it either.
I wasn't watching the game live, and I did come to the group message, and I saw what y'all was saying, and just the graphics of that. I didn't want to go back and watch it.
But so that's what I'm saying.
I never
looked
saw
like
brutal
regular
like
football.
That. It was just like a regular tackle. Like he grabbed him,
literally tackled him.
He grabbed him.
Yep.
Took him to the ground.
And that's what I had. It makes it so regular, but then once you know the story of it, it's hard for me to go back and watch and see even the simplest things of that, and for that to be the outcome. But I'm loving the outcome of it as of now. Like he's getting better. He's being healthy. He's on FaceTime with people with Meek and Ruben and just smiling. And
my thing is
his charity is growing and
the whole community as like athletes that came together.
The NFL.
He said that.
NFL shit. Some of the NBA was like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. You saw
so
Bron.
Bron.
Everybody stopped.
He said,
the world stopped.
He said
this
in his
went
tweet,
beyond sports. Right.
He
somebody to life.
He said Hamlin in his tweet said, when you put real love into the world, it comes back to you 3 times as much. Right. The love has been overwhelming, but I'm thankful for every single person that's prayed for me and reached out. We brung the world together behind this. If you know me, you know this is only going to make me stronger. A long road, keep praying for me. 3 strong.
And I was watching prime countdown to the game earlier, and they were just showing his whole story of who he was. He's always been a leader. He's always been for other people.
Right.
He's always been for kids. He's from Pittsburgh. He always gave back to the city in high school, in college, in the NFL. And just seeing the response he's getting is well deserved.
Yeah,
Thanks.
It's well deserved.
Well, had a shot because of the injury. ESPN they turned a little E backwards, even though
they did 3.
Yeah, even though ESPN maybe or maybe not had want the game to continue or whatever, but it's just love, man. I hate, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like that funeral effect. When somebody dies, everybody comes together and say, man, we got to do better. But then they never
do better.
Right. So,
or they do better. They just do better when
but
something
also,
happens.
but also with this, I don't know what you can do better. Because people are like, can you put a certain? No, this was just a. I'm sorry,
This is a freak accident.
and it happens. There's nothing you can do to prevent it.
Yeah.
And them dumbass people sending T. Higgins death threats and shit.
Yeah,
You're a fucking
that
idiot,
was stupid.
and you don't understand anything about football and sports.
And I think that's what make it so hit home so hard, because you look at situations like, you know, we play football, like you never think about actually dying on the football.
or even getting hurt.
Yeah, like
Just in general.
yeah, you
Don't
you
get
definitely
hurt.
don't think about getting hurt, but you know you can get hurt.
Right.
I don't go out there, bitch. Nigga, I ain't never known I could die on the football
Like my heart
field.
might stop.
Like I might break an ankle, break a bone or something, get a concussion, but I ain't never think you could die on the football field.
Never seen.
And
never
I think
witnessed
that situation brought reality to, nigga, you could die out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm glad that it worked out the way it did in his
And
situation.
it's
It's
still
working
playing
out
out.
the way
But
it
it's
is,
definitely gonna have long-term ramifications. Not trying to be funny in the least, but mother's gonna say you can die out there, and it'd be like a real thing to stop kids from playing.
You want to be honest? I don't think it changes nothing.
Yeah.
Because you've been could die, you've been could get paralyzed. And I know we say that, but I've seen and witnessed, and there's been documented cases of a guy who got fully paralyzed and then died pretty soon after. So
That's true.
you kind of
That's
know
true.
you can die, but
I ain't
I
never
said,
thought
like
about
I said,
the
people
dying
don't
part.
you don't think about the dying, but you also don't think about breaking your neck
Facts.
or your back.
No,
Paralyzed.
you definitely don't.
Or, but it happens.
But I was telling somebody, like, I know as an adult now, like looking at what I did in football, it's crazy that you'll see, like, I mean, shit, on defense it's 11 people, but nigga, you're running as fast as you can to another nigga who's
Freak
215 pounds, and you running at 230 pounds, and there's another nigga 287 pounds, and another nigga 300
40
pounds,
miles per
and
hour.
y'all running at
20 miles
God
an
damn,
hour.
that nigga made it.
Robot
Sheesh,
speed.
that's
Three
fair.
nine.
But you know, you run it, and then you have such a collision, and
That you say, ooh.
you can't control how you fall,
Right.
how you land, and then you get up from that shit.
Right.
But every play, that's what's happening.
That's exactly
Damn near
what
on the
He
football
might hit him
field.
to the chest, 1 inch to the left, and it fucks everything.
Fuck everything.
But see, that's why I commend Hootie, because instead of, most quarterbacks like throw to their receivers and they gonna get hit. But he threw to the other team for them to get hit. So he was saving his receivers.
2 questions: who you threw to and what team you was on? The Sand Beach Sand Stars, trash throw.
Who was doing that so he didn't go to the hospital?
The hospital.
Hey, let me get this out real fast.
I ain't want to step. We didn't want to step on it while you was doing your thing, but that nigga said the
I held it
hospital.
together. I held it
Like,
together
you,
pretty
you,
well.
you had a word right after him too.
What?
I forgot what it was.
Yeah,
But you
we're just trying to keep it in the road.
Well, cool.
when you listen back, you gonna hear it.
Well, nah, nigga. I remember hospital. Y'all should have remembered it.
It's over.
But yeah, man, everything so
All
far
right,
looks
we
good.
done had about 3 leg bumps today. Goddamn, now.
3 feet.
Normally, I don't say
no,
nothing.
it was
Right,
gentle.
like, just jump to it.
Normally, I don't say nothing.
Hey, but going off that, like, hey man, we got to do something about Skip Bayless.
What you gonna do? What you want to do?
He's under contract. what
Well,
we gonna do about it?
Well, no, just we got to stop watching, supporting.
Well,
I
you
don't
start
watch.
watching, then that affects Shannon Sharp.
No, I don't. He getting paid the same amount of dollars.
Right,
It
but
affects
he ain't on
his next
TV anymore.
contract. Oh no, that nigga's a star.
He is a star.
Watch his podcast.
it's not the same as being on
Hey,
Fox.
No, Skip Bayless, like some guy, like I ain't calling the man racist. He might not be racist, but also we got a very low standard of racist. A white person could say, "Yeah, George Floyd was wrong." Mm-hmm. Oh, he can't be racist. No, that's a very
why are you
low
using
bar.
racist? And I'm just asking, why are you using racist with Skip Bayless right now?
Because they say how he champions Tim Tebow, he champions Johnny Manziel, he champions what's the Cleveland Browns guy?
What makes that racist?
Well, because
Baker Mayfield.
He champions these white athletes. Tom Brady. He champions these white athletes.
Champions Dak also.
No,
because he loved the Cowboys. But
no, he don't. Because he told Dak after his brother died that he need to get over it, of suicide.
Is he not being equal in that aspect?
What are you talking about again?
Like he fucking both sides. Black people, white people, he fucking with both.
No, he champions white guys and fucks with black guys. He told Dak after his brother died, You're America's quarterback. You need to suck it up. LeBron James, one of the best players ever, he rides his dick and fucks with him for 20, 30 years. He fucks with that man's son. He fucks with Shannon Sharp, a Hall of Famer. Mm-hmm. He does that to black guys. You never see him do that shit to white people.
I don't agree with that.
Well, name me an example. Give me a white athlete that he shit on constantly.
Aaron Rodgers.
When? What he said about him?
When they try to compare him to Tom Brady, he shits on him.
Oh, so would you compare the white guy to a white guy?
You just asked the question.
Did he do it for 20 years like he did LeBron?
I think he goes both ways, man. I think he's equally stupid.
Here you go with that shit that we had to goddamn cut shit. No, man. I mean, it's a clear line.
I think it goes back to why Stock initially asked you the question because he didn't see it either. But like, why you call him racist? Because I don't think it's about race. I just think he's stupid sometimes.
I brought that up because I feel like we use. Like I don't know how to defend him. I'm not defending him or anything.
Me neither.
But I just feel like sometimes no, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about
Skip Bayless.
Yeah. I just feel like sometimes we make he's racist, but
no.
Like racist niggas say nigger and they say like they do outward shit that's pretty blatant.
All racism doesn't have to be
right. So my question was how you called him racist.
I just
answered.
I think I answered it.
And I think I just said that. You kind of answered it.
He has great people, black that he likes. He likes Michael Jordan. He likes Tiger Woods. He likes black people.
Oh,
right?
wow.
Like racist people don't like. Come on now.
Yeah, like I'm glad y'all. I just feel like it's a stretch.
People watch Alabama football.
I feel like it's a stretch to call him racist if you don't have anything concrete to say he's racist other than he's.
I said I don't know if he's racist. If he's racist,
so why use that word? Like even invoking that word means something.
Because that has been coming up a lot. Like I said,
right?
I don't know if he's racist, but it seems like he champions white athletes, and I don't see the same thing for black athletes.
I don't like that word.
There's no reason to champion Tim Tebow. He was lackluster at best. Johnny Manziel is a buzz.
That doesn't mean you're racist, though.
Because
I'm championing
man. That man likes
football
2 Heisman
players.
Trophy winners.
Like, how does that make? That's what I'm saying. Like, how in 2023 do we make that racist? That doesn't mean that I'm racist because
you never give the black athlete the benefit of the doubt that you give the white athlete.
I don't think
let me give you some pushback. All right, we all seen Dana White, the UFC person, beat his wife.
Mm-hmm. I ain't watched that either. But
I didn't watch it either, but he was in the news recently.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie Irving Kyrie Irving. Let's just say Kyrie Irving. Stephen A. Smith rolled Kyrie for not wanting to play, for not doing XYZ. But with this Dana fella, he had absolutely nothing to say.
Stephen A. Smith, racist.
No, he's a coon.
That's right.
That's what he said.
Same thing.
That's what he said.
Boss man told him you better not talk about this. And he better not. He's a coon.
Well, hey, that answers that then. Let's put it away.
Stephen A. and Stephen A., Skip Bayless, and Sean King is all the same motherfuckers.
You need a show.
I have one.
You need your own show. Goddamn, my boy crazy.
Either way, I mean, the stuff with them, man. Like I don't know. I just think we loosely use these terms with not a lot of backing, and I think that's part of the social media era. Like, oh, he racist. Oh, he did this. Because even what Skip said, I think that what Skip said was ill-timed. I'm not going to defend Skip. It was ill-timed, but he brought up a point that now that's all they're arguing about. Mm-hmm. You know, the Bengals was mad about the coin toss flip. And
it's good they won the game, though.
You know what I'm saying? So he's bringing up an interesting point, about like this is a pivotal time in the NFL. How are they going to handle this? And he said, but it seems so irrelevant and insignificant at this current moment. And then everybody got bent out of shape.
And in this day and age,
no, he said that. No, that was his make. That was his.
No,
that
it was all in the same. It was all in the same tweet. It was at the end. He said, "But it seems so irrelevant right now." He was talking about how something is so big because getting rid of a game is really a big deal for the NFL at this time of the year. He said, "But it seems so irrelevant right now."
And he wasn't the only person who asked that question. It was a lot of people because it played a big role in the gambling industry, which
with
it's
fantasy
fucking money
and just regular gambling.
And that shit cost $1 million, billions of dollars to a lot of shit. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people lost money or won money based off it.
Pick'ems. National championship. You got TCU versus Georgia. Who y'all going with?
Go Dogs.
SEC, of course. Georgia,
I don't know why you did Pick'ems, but yeah, Georgia.
Tennessee. TCU does look good. Like they're real speedy. They have good shit that you need. So I
believe it'll be a good maybe first quarter.
Maybe
first quarter, maybe first half.
Hopefully, it's a good game.
No, it's not gonna be a good game.
We'll see.
Cause goddamn, once them linemen start leaning on your ass, that's when shit gonna change.
But they got them Texas-sized boys too.
I was just about to say them niggas got some size.
So they got depth and they got depth.
No,
but
they don't.
They do.
They don't have Georgia depth.
They don't, but they have depth.
That's what matters.
They both go too deep.
Georgia can go 3 deep,
but they don't. Teams don't go 3 deep. I'm sorry, they don't. They go too deep, man. Most teams go too deep.
I say go Dogs, but I wanted to be close. Them boys do some hitting on that Georgia defense, bro. Like they faced some good receivers last game.
I don't know if whatchamacallit didn't get hurt, Georgia don't be here.
To my Harrison.
Yeah, that man was working there.
That's what I'm saying. But that hit that put him out of the game, though. That shit sound like a car crash.
Boy, it did.
From every angle.
It did, but he was raking their ass before he left about that bitch.
He was destroying their ass, but I don't see TCU
just like
with
his
that kind of
daddy.
receiver on their team. They have speed, but that guy's
when you looked at Ohio State, them niggas wide open. Fuck a receiver, nigga. Them niggas wide open. At TCU offense is pretty high power.
It is. And they have a real good, I know you hated Dugan for real, whatever, Dugan, but he get the job done all the time.
But I'm still going to Georgia.
Say all that to say.
Yeah, that's just my bias.
I really wouldn't be surprised either way. But
I just want to see a good game. I don't want to see a blowout.
If I got to pick, I'm gonna pick Georgia. But
you pick that shit though.
If I got to pick,
your opinion. What's your opinion?
Georgia, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, what the spread on this shit? 12 and a half?
I say I would give a nigga 14 right now.
Want to bet me?
Yes. You don't bet.
I'll bet you $100.
$100.
Let's go.
Is this a real bet, Hootie?
Georgia does not win by 14, which means 15.
Well, give me 13 and a half. I'll give you 13 and a half. I'm sorry.
So they got to win by 14.
Yes.
I'll take it. $100.
$100.
Gotcha.
All right.
Cool.
It's documented.
Do y'all put in a stake with the NBA scoring?
Man.
We saw what, 71 this week?
Man, Donovan Mitchell scored like 60 something.
71.
Luka going crazy.
60, 10, and
Nigga, 70-point tripled up. No, man. Like, something got to be done. Y'all either got to test these niggas, which they did, Donovan Mitchell.
That nigga wasn't even in the locker room.
I don't know why they didn't test Luka, though.
But you know what? What? I don't. What are you testing me for? Now I get in football, like you're testing for steroids. They make them be stronger. But nigga, you can't test me to make me shoot.
And I'm a little nigga.
True.
Well,
I'm a little nigga too.
What the fuck you testing me for?
But
he ain't little, but he a little nigga.
Wouldn't that make you more like stronger in the fourth quarter?
Sure, but nigga, it don't make me make the basket.
No,
nigga, I can give you all the steroids. You ain't finna hit a free throw.
Well, but that's the same thing about Barry Bonds.
Cause it's power, nigga. Steroids is helping me. Boom this bitch out the goddamn room.
But you could be Mark Henry. That don't mean you can hit a baseball.
Yeah, but
it helps. But it helps talented motherfuckers.
Let me rephrase this, cause somebody's maybe not understanding.
Who that?
With Barry Bonds, I know how to play baseball. So me having steroids gives me more power. The power batter can hit more home runs. If I'm a point guard, center, shooting guard, or something in the NBA, taking steroids doesn't make me shoot better.
But it makes you stronger. It makes you better. Sure,
stronger to do. Cool, but you can't. Nigga, I can get in the lane. I still got to shoot that motherfucker.
Michael Jordan got in the weight room to be stronger when he went down the lane.
Sure. Kevin Durant ain't lifted a weight. That don't make him shoot better.
No, it doesn't.
Steph Curry, nigga, what is a steroid gonna do to shoot better?
Well, shit, he can shoot that bitch from half.
Nigga, that's like a kicker. Okay, maybe I can kick longer. I get a kicker. Like, okay, he's steroid, he can kick a 70-yard kick because his leg is stronger.
But
the steroids doesn't help with the accuracy of the kick.
But my main thing isn't about steroids because basketball that's not as prevalent as in other sports. But they got to figure out some way to put defense back in the game, man.
Man, what
I agree with that part.
Like this shit is just ridiculous.
That's what it boils down to. Defense. You don't get that kind of defense until playoff basketball.
Slap a nigga to the floor.
You
let it be
just
okay.
Don't. Like
and then if you bring back defense, you'll bring like I'm not watching the regular season NBA game right now. I'm sorry. Because that shit is just open floor. Like I might as well go to the fucking YMCA and watch that shit.
Sometimes that shit could be, a good game to watch. Like if you watching Memphis play Golden State, or you watching Memphis play the Suns, or the Suns even play in Dallas. Those teams that have this chip against each other for whatever reason, those games gonna be, pretty good.
I mean, yeah.
Like even with New Orleans in the Suns, I like that series. I like what they have brewing right now. I watched that in the regular season.
New Orleans just beat somebody last night without Zion. I don't know why he wasn't playing.
They lost to the Brooklyn Nets the other night without Zion.
Damn sure.
But yeah, man, like
man, you gotta put a body on. Man, you gotta be able to bump people, man.
I've been saying it though, man. Like that defense shit, you got to do something about it. Like you can't hand check no more. Like at this point, you can't even goddamn stand up and put a hand up when a nigga go up to shoot that.
You
bitch.
saw the De'Aaron
you got to
Fox
give him space.
You saw y'all Lakers last night?
That was
De'Aaron Fox like this the whole way. Got bumped into the
Horrible,
stomach,
dog.
stayed like this, and Schroeder went up and they called a foul.
Made both of the free throws and they won.
Cause
That was a terrible call.
As talented as Durant is, I don't know what that boy do in the 90s. I think that boy get pushed around.
Kevin Durant could do anything at any time of this league ever in life.
I don't know that.
Nigga, go fuck your hand check gonna do and I shoot your damn eyeballs out. That's what I keep saying.
7'8", I'm 7'10".
But
16 guard.
But you're being hand checked from half court.
He
You
not
gonna shoot
taking the
at
ball.
half court?
No,
You gotta think.
He not taking the ball from half
Yeah,
court.
you got to.
But I'm saying you're being hand checked at half court.
I think some players transcend that.
Yeah, like
I'm not saying he not.
If Scottie Pippen can go off, he can go off.
No,
More.
that boy, that
Nigga, that Les Shrimp was the man back then.
that was a tough ass white boy.
He wasn't Kevin Durant.
No, he ain't had a skill set. Don't get it twisted.
KD was a scorer in that era too.
I would like to see how his game has to transition to that. With Steph too. With Mark Jackson got this whole elbow on your back at half court. I would like to see how Steph transitions.
Oh, he's definitely going to.
When
off the ball.
When Steph Curry goddamn put them goddamn on your head.
And Mark Jackson
Man, all
slow
that
ass
running,
back
bro.
there. Mark Jackson
You got to keep
slow
up
as
with that man
shit.
for one. That offensive set that they run, you're gonna be tired.
Nigga, Mark Jackson guarding Scott Skiles goddamn doing this shit. Of course the hand check
I like
work.
Mark Jackson, but he was slow as shit.
Man, that nigga cannot keep up with them boys.
That nigga run around with BJ Armstrong.
But I
Stop
agree
it.
with
Don't talk about BJ Armstrong.
Man, fuck it.
That's my homeboy.
Steph
I
Curry
agree,
will be
though.
a way better John Starks.
Yeah. I agree though. They do
That's what
something about
he'll
that
be.
defense shit though. Like that shit is terrible.
What you mean no?
He'll be a better of his dad. John Starks was he went through the lane. John Starks went. You remember that nigga dunking on the whole Bulls team?
That's why I think that Steph Curry would have been tougher. He'd have been a better John Starks.
That's a bad comparison.
I don't.
John Starks was a tough point guard.
But you
Steph
compare
not.
it to his daddy. His
John
daddy
Starks
was a
played
bum.
two guards.
I love his daddy, but his daddy a bum compared to him.
John Starks played two guards.
Who's
Curry
not
daddy.
really a bum compared to him?
That's what I'm saying.
But that man wasn't a bum.
So don't compare him to his daddy. He way better than his daddy.
He'd have been just a sharpshooter.
No.
Who Steph?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what he is.
No, I done seen Steph go to the rack. He didn't.
He not doing that in the 90s, fool.
He would have had to. He don't have a choice.
Sharpshooter.
Man, you got to look at people at adjusting with the times. He got to adjust to that time. So
that means don't go in the lane.
that means he's better than John Starks.
How the fuck Steve Kerr did it?
When you ever see Steve Kerr drive?
And I'm not comparing
I don't
him
know,
to
but I
Steve
seen
Kerr
him shoot the
either.
skin out there.
That's what I'm saying. That's what he'd have been. A shooter, outside shooter.
He a shooter now.
He wouldn't have.
No,
been.
he's talking about
So
Hootie is saying Steph would have been going in the lane in the 90s.
Well,
Do you agree with that?
I mean, he probably would have won.
So
he would have got a throat
you're
chop.
saying that Steph Curry would have been a Steve Kerr? Is what you saying?
Huh?
You say he's more compared to being Steve Kerr than John Starks.
Steph can play in them. Steph can play in them times. KD can play with them boys. It's just a whole lot of niggas that can play in that time, bro. Like you can't say Steph can't play in that shit.
Let him know, Todd, because he not listening. He want to crack jokes. He want to listen.
I agree with you, Todd. I'm sorry, but the other part came from you. Agree? Is anything? Any goddamn.